Okay, the next thing that I'm going to show you is something more. It's still related to accommodation service. So in the rates here, you might have a situation where you have weekday and weekend rates differently. So what you can do that, let's in the very beginning, you can actually on the rate sets here, you can actually see the apply days. Okay, so it is by default is from Monday to Sunday. Means the rates that you have having here is applying to every day. So in a system here allows you to insert another rate set. Okay, so there's a green button here. When you insert a rate set, you will have a new drop down. Okay, means you can have two rate set. Okay, so in the first one that I've done, low, I can call it low weekday. Okay, I will call it the same, but of course you can make it different. Okay, so apply for here, I will say this is from Monday to Thursday, depends on the contract. Okay, so the contract say this is from Monday to Thursday, then you check only Monday to Thursday. So if there's any case, okay, I'll switch to another one, which is another reset. I will just say this is weekend. Okay, and this is starting from Monday and Friday to Sunday. Okay, it can't be overlap. Let's say if I'm trying to do something overlap here, when I save, system won't let me to go through because I have already another one that is Monday to Thursday. So if you're trying to do something that is overlap, it won't allow you to do that. And the rate name here has to be unique. So let's say I'm having low weekday here as a rate name, and I'm having this one the same name, it won't allow me to go through. So okay, so have to be careful on the rate name here and here has to be different. Okay, so I'm using the same one. Okay, this has to be different. So on the weekend rates here, if there's any surcharge of during weekend, what you can do it here, choose the one in weekend, and the rates here you just add additional. Okay, so let's say this is the one I have an additional. Okay, so you will have two rates set. One is the weekend, 5.8, but this is the weekdays. Okay, so when in the reservation, whenever I'm checking in, because I'm choosing the calendar, system will automatically choose the rates accordingly to Monday to Thursday, Friday to Sunday. Question?
ใช่เวลา reservation เราคลิกวันที่ไหนตกที่ weekday มันจะเป็น weekday
อ๋อนี่ไงมันก็จะเป็นอันนี้ใช่ไหมอันนี้เมื่อกี้มันคือ copy
เห็นปะชื่อมันจะเป็นมันจะมี
เมื่อ
2
กี้เรา
เล
copy ป่ะ
ไม่ copy
insert
แต่เรา
insert
new rate
อินเสิร์ตในราคานั้นนะของพีเรียดนั้นนะแต่แยกเป็นวีคเดย์กับวีค
แยกมาเป็นนี้เราแค่ใส่ว่าอันนี้เปลี่ยนนี้เป็นวิธีเองอ๋อโอเคเราคิดว่า copy มันไม่เสร็จ
Okay, so the list of the date range here, you'll notice that you can actually see the date range here. Okay, and of course it's a similar things. Let's say if there's any column is too short, you can actually turn this on to be longer width. So you can wrap the text or no, you can highlight, you can do that. Okay, you can also take out some of the columns that you don't think is important. So let's say I do not want to see cell currency, I know they are the same. So what you can do here, you can actually choose the currency and move to the left hand side. You will remove some of the columns away. Okay, so I can also move some of the columns like sale period, I don't think it's important, move to the left hand side. Okay, so the rates by default is sorting from newest, the latest one, until the oldest one. Okay, but of course you can still change the sorting here. Single click on the header, any header. Okay, it's actually sorting based on that particular column. Okay, so if you prefer to see the oldest one, then you sort it yourself. By default, it will showing the latest one on top. So on this screen, you will see the summary of the currency, price code, rate name, and rate tags. If there's any, and the rest status I will mention. I will explain this one later on. So if the rate here is too long, throughout the years it's too long, what you can do here, you can actually shorten the rates. Okay, so if you let's say you want to see only the rates from 2020 onwards, you can actually do this filter so that you don't see the old rates. Okay, so I chose the date range here to be started from travel date from 1st of January. So if I click filter, I will see only 2020. Okay, you can also filter by price code, the sale from date here. Okay, change this one back to all. Okay, so a list of the, so if there's any products here has been entered wrongly, okay, what you can do it here, let's say this is wrong, I do not want this one to be there. Okay, what you can do it here, you can actually delete the date range, delete the rates by click into it. There is a delete button. Okay, so
we have the booking.
even you have the booking. Okay, so there are two delete here. One is you are deleting.
What the booking that have that price?
It will capture that.
No, I mean,
If we made a booking, like that booking has already.
It will capture that. So the bookings will capture the rates that you have, even if you delete this one. So the rates will capture in the booking. So depends on the changes. You want to refresh also can. So when you refresh, depends on what refresh that you're doing. If you are refresh all, and it will trying to get the rates from products again. If there's no rates, then it becomes 0 and error. I will show you later on. So to delete a certain date range, okay, select any date range that you don't like, click into it. There's a delete buttons on top. So when you delete, system will allow you to do that regardless it's being used or not. Okay, so be careful of this one. And you can also delete multiple date range at once, so you know that everything here is wrong. So what you can do here, just mark all of them. There's a delete button here. Okay, so when you delete, you're deleting all of this. Okay, there's no undo, so be careful when you're doing that. Yeah, I won't be able to undo that one. So you can also delete the entire product if you don't like it. So delete on top here is to delete the entire product. So make sure when you click on the delete here, you are be careful to do that. When you do this one, you are deleting the date range. If you do this one, you are deleting the entire product. Okay, this will be controlled. So if this has been using in the booking, you won't be able to delete the entire product. If this is a new one, you will just delete the entire one, and I won't be able to revert this one. Okay.
product ที่หมายถึงรูมขายที่ไม่ได้
ไม่ใช่โรงแรมไม่ใช่ซัพพลายเออร์
พี่โดนเข้าใจคือในซิสเต็มเนี้ยสิ่งแรกที่พี่หาปกติในแบบที่จะหาโรงแรมแต่ในที่หาซัพพลายเออร์ก่อนแล้วอันเดอร์ของซัพพลายเออร์เนี่ยก็คือแต่สิ่งที่พี่ขายกับคนเนี้ยมันคืออยู่ในนี้หมดเลยไม่ว่ามันอาจจะมีรีสอร์ทมีอย่างอื่น
ต้องเป็นตามเรื่อง
ใช่
ใช่อย่างเดียวเลยโอเค
Okay, so whenever you are trying to delete the date range, you will also see there is another button here called copy date range. Okay, this is to copy this selected date range to be another one. Okay, taking for example, if let's say you have different costs for tour and facilitator. Okay, so what you can do it here, you can actually copy the date range here. You want to do it from the scratch also can. You can do like usual, like insert the entire date range and then splitting accordingly. Or alternatively, you can copy one by one. So I can actually do that by selecting the existing one, 1st of November until 20 December. Click on the copy. Okay, instead of spend price code, I can move it to your ambassador. Okay, and this is 1st of November 19 to 20 of December 19. Okay, you don't need to remember this one because you can still refer back to the original date range. Okay, so if I click OK, the selected date range will be copied over to be another one. Okay, so the date range will be different, but price code is AM, which is to be ambassador. So if this is different cost, you can actually change this one to different cost. You can also use this method to define different cell if you want. 9%.
ใช่ไหมนนท์ลงไทยแล้ว5%ใช่ไหม7 นะ7 more than 5,000 7%.
0%. So you can also use this method to define the selling differently. But of course, this is one way of doing that. We have different way of doing trial is 9%. Okay, so in this case, you have two pricings or two costs, one for Spain, one for trade ambassador. Okay, I will show you another way to do markup. Okay, I will show you another way to do markup, which is easier one later on.
One by one.
One by one.
Jack.
It's okay, I can get later.
It cannot copy across to.
There is a function to do that. It can be done also. Going there. Okay, there is a
someone need to actually.
There will be a function to copy in bulk also, which I will be showing you later on. But it's very convenient on the functions, but also very dangerous because you are doing bulk changing, bulk copying for many products. So once you have done that wrongly, there's no undo. But I will still show you how to do that. Okay, I will remain this one and trade ambassador. Another one is early bird. It's a little bit at once. Don't worry if you don't remember a step. We have document for that one. Okay, so we have early bird of. I have early bird of 10%, 15, 20, which is have to make booking 30, 60, 90 days in advance. So what I can do that. First, I need to have the price code of early bird. Okay, so I've created that prior. We call it E1, E2, E3, which is representing E1 is for 30 days early bird, 60 days early bird, and 90 days early bird. Okay, this is driven by price code because why? Because you have early bird pricing, you have normal pricing. Okay, so if you are looking on this one, I have E1, which is 30 days in advance, E2, which is 60 days in advance, E3 is 90 days in advance. You might have E4, E5, E6, depends on the contract. Okay, and the normal rate, which is Spain. Okay, so this is to probably you don't have Spain. Probably this is Spain. Okay, because you might have 90 days onwards, then it's actually Spain. Okay, but you can actually make it E3. I just want to show you the difference. And SP, this is without any early bird. Okay, so how to do that? The contract mentioned that the early bird only on 16 April until the 31st of October. So looking on the product here, 16 April until the 31st of October is here. So what I can do it here, I know that E1, E2, E3 is here. So instead of the early bird setting is here, but I shouldn't change this one because this is for Spain, which is normal rate. Okay, and what I can do it here, I click on the seasons here, use copy, call it E1, 16 April 20 to 31st October 20. Okay, so it's E1. So in the screen here, I will have another price for E1, which is early bird one. Okay, so in E1 here, in the date range here, in the sell before travel here, there are two options, either how many days in advance or how many months in advance. So in this example, I'm having 30 days in advance. Okay, save. There's only setting up of early bird, so if there's any discount of 10%, you have to calculate. Okay, you have to minus 5.7 minus 10%. So just for example. Just for example, okay.
สุดคิดก็คิดราคาสำหรับearly birdแล้วก็ขาย
Okay, so if you have E2, so you do the same. You do the same. So this is 16 April. 20, and this is 31st of October. Okay, again this is E2. You have to change this one to 16 days, and you will have the rate of even more rate. Okay, and you see, that's how you make the option.
If early bird is the same period of the bonus night, and
Depends on the conditions of the bonus night.
I mean, both early bird and bonus night is the same period, but the agent has to choose which one.
One of it.
Then
normally you would just give the cheapest, right? You just insert the cheapest. You need to insert both. Okay? So
sometimes it's combination, can be combination both like early bird and together.
So we have to go to the bonus night and minus with the. Calculate
so you have to insert the early bird pricing, early bird setting, calculate the early bird pricing, insert the stake. The system will you book with the early bird pricing, and if there's stay 3 nights, they will get one FOC. Okay.
But if it's not combinable, then they have one line for the bonus night and another line for the early bird.
Okay. So there is also a settings that you're asking me what is sale from, sale to here. Sale from and sale to here is referring to booking stake. Okay. So by default it's starting 1950 until 2049 means there is no restriction. So if I'm checking back the sale period here again, I can actually remove this one column. Unrestricted means it's actually allow you to do booking from 1950 until 2049 means you can use this rate anytime as you want. But if there's any case, the early bird here is only restricted for the booking that you make this month, for example November. So what you can do here, you can actually change this one to 2019, 19 to 30 of November 13. Yes. Okay, so in this case, any booking that I make in November, as long as it's fulfill this one, it will take the early bird.
It's a booking window.
It's a booking, yeah, it's a booking
And
date.
staying
It's a booking date.
period.
So this is staying period, check in.
Yeah.
This is booking date.
So if early bird and bonus night is combined, for example, this one has bonus night, and if 30 days they receive another 10% discount. But the way that hotel calculate is reduced 10%. I mean, if the way of the calculate, how can we know it?
You need, of course, you need to first understand how they calculate, because the system works is deduct first, deducts the early bird and then calculate the FOC.
For this system, this early bird first and then bonus night.
Yes. Because you are the one that putting the early bird pricing.
Yeah, we have to deduct early bird with the cost. This
Yes.
one.
Okay, any question?